We'll change that to you get 3 key points per day.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it just didn't have all 3 up there in preparation.
Yeah. I just didn't see it.
Oh, that's no problem. And then we'll say that that's let's see. It's daily, right? Is it a daily type of We'll have to go back in and I'll have to change the key for you, so. All right, so you got one there now. Let's anything else for you, Wim, or are you done?
That's it.
Okay, let's do a couple of, let's see. Gundren, he's stable. You've got him over here with you. All right. All right. A hobgoblin appears on the behind the other goblin. You can see a hobgoblin appear. Let's see. All right. All right. Dark elf. Says, what do we do? Do we just fight our way out?
It's the only way at the moment.
She says, do we fight our way out, or do we just let them come in one at a time?
Let them in.
Let them come.
More beating on the door down there to the south. Frantisek, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Burning Hands through the doorway here.
Nice.
And that will give me a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, it looks like you'll hit the 2 goblins, and it looks like you'll hit 14, 13, and Hobgoblin 3.
But not Lupo?
I don't. Let's see. We'll create.
What if I kind of shift to the side?
1 second. Now, if you're gonna do a 15-foot cone, I would say no. You'd miss them. See how the cone is like coming out of the door?
Okay, no problem. I'll skip those 3 then.
Sure, if you want to do it like that, go for it. I mean, you can do it like that if you want to. I don't think in 5e, I don't think you can do cones on angles, but I think it's a flat point. But we can do that. We'll look it up later.
Okay.
Whoa, Frantisek, I didn't know you could shoot fire out of your fingers.
Doesn't say, so I guess you can do a cone at an angle, so I guess you can. Alright, so it looks like a couple of these goblins went down. That goblin went down, that goblin went down, this goblin went down. The hobgoblin is heavily wounded. So that's a good thing. As you just kind of cleared out the entire place. Yeah, that's not too bad. So what else would you like to do, Frantisek? You got movement, all that other stuff.
I'm gonna move my hammer to there, but that's as far as I can go. I can't quite make it to the guy that's left. And then I'll move out the door.
How much movement does your hammer get?
It gets 20 feet.
Yeah. No, you can, because your hammer was at the door, so this would have been 5, this would have been 10, this would have been 15. You can still go 20 feet with your hammer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't thinking diagonal there, but yeah, I'll take it.
Go for it. No, you can definitely attack. And you hit with a 24, so
nice.
That's good. Yeah, you took out his. Yeah, there you go. And wow, you just took out all of those with your turn. Wow, that's like.
Whoa,
that's pretty
Frantisek,
impressive.
you are awesome.
Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
That's impressive. Nice job.
And yeah, I'll start scrambling up this this pile of rock. Here.
Sure. Yeah, that's 10 foot per square for difficult terrain. So, yeah, good job on that. Man, that was like so clutch, man. Let me get rid of that pointer. So
I can get there.
Okay, so yeah, when you get up to the top of the, as you get up to the top of the rubble, you look down and there is a goblin down there at the base. Looks like the goblin was just starting to climb up, and then there was another goblin here that's actually still trying to climb up. And from where you're at, you can also see Yeg, the cook, and it looks like Yeg is trying to stop the goblins as you get out there. He's speaking in Goblin, and he's putting his hands up to the other goblins that are coming from the south that you can see, Goblin 3 and Goblin 4, because that drape is now just absolutely torn off of the hooks, and you can see that he's trying to stop the other goblins. And then here's another hobgoblin here that's running, and let's see, we've got, okay, this goblin here after you, Franisek, is moving up, and he stops right here. Next goblin, he stops. Looks like Yeg is getting them to stop. Devin, you're up. And Yeg turns around and he tells you, as he sees you coming up over the hill, he says, leave. You guys can go ahead and leave. I'll stop any more attacks on you. But he does say this. He does say, is Claude dead?
Oh, he's super dead. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say yes, he's super dead, then he says, I'll stop the attacks. And then he starts to, he stops the other goblins that were running up onto the hill. And the two goblins here that are actually at the base, and here it looks like they're starting to, they lower their weapons because they're listening to Yeg. And looks like you have a clear path to run away.
All right, thanks for dinner, Yeg. I kind of give him a salute.
Sure thing.
As you're walking, kind of funny.
I gotta find a bush right
about time
now.
Yeah,
right.
I'm carrying Gundren under my arm and being cautious as I go out, but scrambling out.
Okay, so the goblins, they're just watching you go. And the drow, she follows you also. So as you guys scurry off to the north, you make it into the thick brush, back into the wooded area, and you guys probably run for about 10 minutes or so, Franisek, and then you just can't run anymore. Dinner's knocking on the back door again.
I find a bush and just drop trow, and it's bad, guys. It's bad.
Sure. So, yes, you get stopped. The drow is following you. The drow is with you, and she says that was a great escape plan. Yes, that was a great escape plan. We made it out of there. And then as you hear this kind of rippling type of sound, like water rippling, and then the dark elf turns into another creature, and this is what the creature looks like. And let me find her. There it is, right there.
I'll druid craft some floral scent, just to kind of waft on the breeze with his. Oh, whoa, that's ugly.
Yeah, totally an alien type of looking creature, but everybody give me a nature check. Nature or history check. Yeah, Ladith, this is actually Franisek and Ladith, this is a doppelganger. Squall, you do as well. And actually, Whim, you're close to 15. So the only one that really doesn't know what that creature is Devin. But of course, with everybody else, you're able to inform him rather easily. And you have a doppelganger in your presence. and it is not in dark elf form anymore, and it speaks common.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for helping me escape. Yes, I've been doing trades with King Roll for quite a while now. In fact, I killed the dark elf that was coming here because I actually, King Roll and I have not gotten along in the past, and basically what's happened is King Roll has in the past killed one of the doppelgangers, family members. So the doppelganger wanted to get some revenge, and that's why the doppelganger killed the drow that was coming here, which was actually here to trade. And the doppelganger actually told you that he found corn like a ledger book on buying and selling of help, as he called it, or workers or slaves. So he pulls this like ledger out of this skin fold that he has, sort of like a skin pouch, and he says, "This is why I killed the drow." And then it allowed me to sneak into the castle to get to King Roll. But of course, I'm glad you showed up, because it was going to be a lot harder for me to kill King Roll on his own, on his own. So
yes, but your help was invaluable as well.
Yeah, you should have stayed at Drow, dude.
You were much hotter.
Yeah.
That was a hot drow too. It was a pretty.
So
pretty
I'd like
hot
to do
drow.
I'd like to do an insight check on this guy, because I know what he is, and he's
Sure.
deception, by nature. Do you want that in the tower?
No, you can just do it out in the open. Let's see.
All right.
You know that they are pretty devious. So let's see.
So was it saying it was making trades of humans?
The
His story
drow
checks out,
was,
guys. No
yeah,
problem.
the drow was, yes, for sure. Yeah, his story does check out, but it does seem like, but you can tell that there's something else there, Frantisek, but you're really not too sure. But it doesn't seem like it affects. He's just got a lot of rage, Even though the doppelgangers they're weird, he wanted revenge as well from King Roll. So.
Can I see the book, the ledger there?
Oh, absolutely. He takes it from his from one of those skin folds, and he hands you the ledger, and yeah, you look through it, and it has all kinds of other dealings, not only with King Roll, but with a dragon as well. And there's a dragon in it's where the location is in the ledger. It says Thunder Tree Ruins. And
hey, we got to go there.
Are you kidding me? Look at this, guys.
yeah, and it says Green Dragon the Second. So it's something weird. Some name, it doesn't have a name, but it says Green Dragon the Second. And it also bought kobolds. The drow actually bought kobolds from that Green Dragon. And like I said, the location is Thunder Tree Ruins.
So I'll kind of try to take mental note of some of the things, but I'll give the book, back to the doppelganger.
I do have a question of a more pressing matter.
Sure.
When you transform to a female drow, do all of your parts work?
Oh my gosh! Really? Oh,
I was wondering, same thing.
I wasn't. Ugh.
Yes, I gained the anatomy of what I am shapeshifting to.
Oh, Devin, you and I, same wavelength.
Two great minds think alike, right?
Yeah.
I will say this is, as this conversation is going on about anatomy and stuff, Frantisek, you remember your grandfather slayed a green dragon back in the Thunder Tree Ruins. Remember when you were talking with
Absolutely.
Rigby?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So you're starting to put together 2 and 2 that there's now a Venom Fang 2 or Venom Fang the Second that's in the Thunder Tree Ruins. Probably the offspring of Venom Fang, which, Rigby and his traveling companions killed some 40 years prior.
Well, I hope that's the case. I hope my grandfather wasn't, telling lies and telling fish stories. So I definitely gotta check this out. That's for sure.
Yeah. And then there's a bunch of other, orc clans and stuff, all kinds of recent purchases within like the last couple of months. So basically that dark elf that was named Vierith, basically she's basically like a traveling taskmaster from Velkenvelv. And Velkenvelv's in the Underdark. And from the looks of it, there's been quite a few orcs, kobolds, humans. I mean, all kinds of, basically all of the humanoids have been taken within. This ledger goes back a couple of years, and there's been hundreds and hundreds of workers taken down there. So that could possibly be something for you as well.
So, shape changer, do you have a name?
What is his name? Why don't you tell me what his name is? I'll reverse it on you. What is his name?
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Gumby. His name's Gumby.
Gumby is it.
He says, "My name is Gumby. Well met."
Yes, I should have seen the name tag. So, what will you do? What do you want now? Now that revenge has been had, what will you do now?
My thirst has been quenched. I want nothing more from King Groll. And in fact, I want to give you this as a show of my appreciation. And he takes this dagger that has this green type of glow to it, and he spins it around in his hand. He's got some skill with a dagger, as you can see. And he spins it, and then he holds onto the blade, and the handle is in your direction. He goes, "I want to give you this as a show of my appreciation." And in fact, let me see if I can find an image for this.
Devin, this looks like something you might have. You might put to good use.
Wait, what is this?
Ooh,
Yeah,
especially since I lost
this
one
is
in the
exactly
dwarf
what it
line.
looks like. That's what it looks like, that dagger. Beautiful dagger. And you can see there's a little bit of this poison dripping off of the end of the blade. He says it's a dagger of venom, my friends, and it is yours to keep.
Nice.
Yeah, let the fighting begin, right?
Women's definitely eyeing that.
That
Oh.
is a beautiful weapon.
I actually found this on the drow, and it has served me well in the little time that I've had it in my possession. So I'm going to go ahead and put the dagger in the party sheet. I'm going to identify it. And what the dagger of venom is, it's a +1 bonus to attack and damage. And you can use an action to cause this poison to coat the blade. And the poison will remain on the dagger for a minute, or until you attack with, until you attack with the weapon. And when you hit, the creature needs to do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or take an additional 2d6 poison damage, and get the poison condition for 1 minute. So you can only use it one time until the next dawn.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, pretty nice dagger.
Well, our thanks to you, Gumby.
I should be the one saying thank you. You helped me in getting my revenge that I sought out. And
How
as
do
you guys
how
are,
do you do
Go
that
ahead.
little skin pouch thing? I mean, I only have a loincloth. I can't carry a lot of stuff. That would be helpful if I just knew how to do that.
How do you do this?
He's
I
like
don't-
checking his body for
I-
a full.
Yeah,
I don't-
I push in, it just pops right back out. It just does not work.
I don't know
Well,
how that
you
happens.
can get quite a bit in your butt crack there. I mean, a little bit anyway.
I never
Try
I
that.
was
that.
born with this gift. That's all I can say. I was born with this gift, and I just store things in there. And he pulls out a couple pieces of candy, and he says, "You want a piece of candy?"
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
He just is. He's always had it. It's just where he stores things.
Oh,
Oh
I
God.
need one of those.
So as you're talking to oh my gosh, as you're talking to the doppelganger, Yeg, he comes out into the forest, and you guys hear some brush and stuff starting to shake, and you don't know if you're fixing to be attacked again or not. And as you guys like pull your weapons out and get ready, Yeg appears, and Yeg, he tells you that the goblins are not going to attack you anymore, and it's actually a blessing that King Roll is dead, because he says, well, basically it's because we were tired of licking the floors. Him and the other bugbears basically treat him like garbage. I mean, they're goblinoids. That's what happens.
Well,
So-
I look at him and I tell him, I said, well, that's what Droop said, man. That's what I was asking you about when we were having lunch, man. What's up with that?
Well, I couldn't say anything there with Clog there. I mean, of course, we've wanted to kill Clog for months, but with, these hobgoblins, there were like, as you guys were leaving, you could see there was like a squad of hobgoblins there too, like 5 or 6 hobgoblins. And he says we couldn't say anything because we
I hand out, man. I give him like a fist bump and I tell him it's all
fist
good.
bump. Oh, he just kind of does the fist bump, and he's like, oh wow, that was cool, especially with humans. Wow. So basically,
So are you going to let us go back into the castle and see what's... You know me, I'm all about the loot, man. I want to know what we can get. I need some new armor or something.
Speaking of which,
he wants some.
Wim is definitely.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man.
Okay.
I'll wait for you guys.
Seeing as this is a ruined castle and it's probably at least a century old, I would guess. Wim is definitely wanting to check out the entire interior and wants to see if there's anything like leftover of monetary value, especially art.
Exactly. I'm with the cat.
That's funny that you say something. And he claps his hands, and another couple of goblins are coming out with this sort of like a large chest, and he says, this is all of Gundren's personal belongings. We don't want them, and we will give you that, but we want to keep everything else for ourselves because it's all of our possessions anyway. But seeing that King Roll is dead, you can have all of the stuff that he possesses.
What?
That's
what?
fine with me. Yeah, guys, it's a goblin hovel now. I mean, let's just get out of here. We gotta go.
I think all the money that was coming from Phandalin being shaken down is still in there. We owe we have a duty to return the gold, wink wink, to the townspeople of...
Yeah, Yeg says, well, if it's here, it's in this chest. And the goblins are like, yeah, this is a pretty heavy chest.
Well, let's just see what's in the chest. Maybe it's worth our trouble.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't, All right. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Carl.
Yeg.
Yeg. I meant Yeg. I guess you're the new leader, right?
Yes, seeing that you offed his lieutenant, it looks like I will be in charge now. That Lupo is no longer. The last thing I saw of Lupo was when he was just encased, and he looks over towards you, Franisek. He says encased in this massive amount of fire that killed 4 goblins at one time, 3 goblins and a hobgoblin. So
yeah, that's pretty cool, huh?
Quite impressive.
Yep.
So here,
I look over
and the 2 goblins, they lay down the chest, they set it down, and pull there's a couple of long wooden poles that were in the rings, and they take the poles and throw them over their shoulders and say, "It's all yours."
I look over at Yeg and I tell him, I say, hey, Droop's really not dead, man. He's actually, what do you guys think? Should we recruit Yeg? or
I don't know. He have a lot to do here now.
Recruit? What do you
it may
mean?
not.
Join you on your travels?
well, we kind of got a lair that you know, Droop's looking out for us. He's hanging out there. He's kind of doing the upkeep and the books and stuff. I can't believe I'm saying this. All goblins must really die, but you seem like you're pretty cool.
Oh, his
I look
eyes get
around
big.
I look around at the group and I'm just like, what do you think?
Well, I guess we can ask him.
He looks
Go
over.
ahead.
He says, "I accept," and then he looks over towards the two goblins and he says, "Booger, you're in charge."
Most of us like your cooking.
Most of us.
Are you guys crazy? Oh.
I'm sure he can be taught a trick or two.
I run into a nearby bush.
So yes, Yeg will join you. He says, without hesitating, he says yes, and then he said, "Booger, you're in charge." And then the other
nice.
two goblins, they just scurry off with their 10-foot poles in hand.
So let's see what's in this chest.
Yes.
Let's
All right.
do it.
So you guys crack open the chest, and there's actually quite a few coins in here. There's 200 gold pieces, 160 electrum, 220 silver, and mixed in with the gold, there's also 3 potions of healing. So I'll identify those for you because you already know what the potions of healings are. And there is a rolled-up piece of parchment in this chest as well.
Dibs.
On the parchment?
On the parchment, yeah. Who is taking the parchment?
Prentice, here's something to wipe with.
Whim.
All right, so Wim, as you unscroll it, it has the seal of Gundren's family, the Rockseeker clan, and it looks like this is the original map to Wave Echo Cave.
Ah. Here it is.
Yep, and
Hold on,
I
I
will
thought
identify.
Black Spider had it.
So grow light.
That's what I thought too.
Yeg,
Well, I
said,
guess that's not a big shocker.
Yeg says that he thinks that it was a copy that was made.
Well, it's soon to be another copy because I'm putting it down on one of my own.
Hey, speaking of Gundren, where did that guy go?
He's
Gundren's.
You're
he's
still holding him.
Oh, I've got him in my arm. Oh yeah. You're right. I see him now.
Here,
Sorry.
put him down real carefully. I'll cast a healing spell on him.
Yeah, here we go. Here you go, Gundren.
It might be safer if he walks on his own. And I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Too good. Okay, so you cast Cure Wounds. Let me give you guys some. Let's split this money up. So you guys all got. Oh, nice take on that. I guess you guys probably want some experience as well.
Oh yeah.
Wow, look at this chunk. Everybody gets
Wow, nice.
702 apiece. Yeah, that was about 10 encounters all in one. And that included also all of the goblins that you didn't kill either. That included the goblin contingency that they sent away from the castle and all that stuff. So there you go.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Yeah,
So
that was.
that was good. And it was good that you guys actually went into his chamber too, because you guys kind of had the defensive advantage there. So yeah, good job. So you Gundren, he as he comes to and you cast you're groping him frantic, he comes to, he thinks he recognizes all of you and he says, "Oh, except for he doesn't recognize a couple of you
Yeah, I think
because you're
it's-
new joiners." But
I think
yeah,
he's just being frantic.
yeah, exactly. And he says, "Oh, thank you so much for coming to my rescue. I owe you everything." He says, and then he starts patting himself and he says, "The map. I don't have the map. Where's the map? Did you find the map?"
It's right here.
Oh, and he
And
says,
it's right here.
and it's right to you. So he says, yes, I need the map, please. That is my map, and I need to get healed up. I need to go. Oh, I need a bath. I stink. And he says, Sildar, what happened to Sildar? Is Sildar okay? Is Grandpa Sildar okay?
Yeah, we saved him too. You're welcome.
Oh, I thank you. I can't. Words can't express enough how much that I appreciate this. And once we get to Phandalin, I will compensate you for. He says, I owe you, but I must be off to Phandalin, my friends. Can you escort me back there? I need to get some supplies, and I need to head to Wave Echo Cave immediately. I need to meet my brothers.
Yeah, let's get you back to civilization.
Yes, but you need rest.
You're in bad shape, man.
Yes.
Get you back to the inn.
I don't feel too well.
Here, I'll carry you.
But he looks all beat up though. He says, "No, don't carry me. I've got it, Goliath."
All right.
Thank
you. Okay.
They'll just forget about you. That's really the danger.
When I was
lay down, and you're still on his back.
I could have swore as I saw the lights, and as I was walking towards the doors of Morden's castle, and the doors opened up for me, all of a sudden Morden started talking about these skin pockets, and then all of a sudden, anyways, must be back to Phandalin, my friends.
Yes, I think it's. Should we head to Phandalin, or do we want to try to go ahead and go up to the Thunder Tree Ruins? I mean, there's several things there. The Druid. Now we know about.
Well, you have the map to
dragon.
Wave Echo Cave now. I mean, you can go right to Wave Echo Cave. It's totally up to you guys. I mean, you know the location of it now. You've got the map.
Well, we need to get this guy back to safety.
All right.
Before we go traipsing off across the rest of the countryside.
And gentlemen, I know I'm a new member of the party, but the Gumby dagger, would be.
Oh, I don't use weapons, so I don't care. It's all yours, as far as I'm
Devin,
concerned.
if you wouldn't mind, I would like to take some notes on it, and then it is yours.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
First, let me try to stick that in his pocket.
No, laddie, that's not that thing.
No,
not that thing. No.
Okay.
No, it won't work.
All right. Back to Phandalin.
I mean, if you were careful, I think.
Oh no, don't give him ideas. That's. Oof.
You can go ahead and take that and put it in your inventory.
All right, you can just drag that, put it right on the character sheet. So why don't you guys, as you guys are, let's see, we'll say that you set up do you guys want to just rush back to Phandalin? Do you want to take a break? Do you want to take a rest, because it is dark out now by this point? It was dark.
Yeah, I think we'll have to camp at some point.
Yeah, we'll go into the forest though and set up camp. I know the trees. I have some friendly trees.
I got all good goodies on my cart, so I got tents and all kinds of stuff, man. I can accommodate all kinds of people. So.
You brought that too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I don't go anywhere without my cart, man. If I'm going cross country, it's coming with me.
Yeah, you got everything you need, man. You guys have a great dinner, and in fact, you even have a great meal that is prepared by your new companion, Yeg. He says,
so
wow,
I'm on a religious fast at this point. So,
your religion very interesting. You don't eat?
Sometimes you don't eat. Sometimes you fast and pray that you pray. Oh gosh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, you simply must tell me how you keep the cuticle attached to the toenail before it goes into the pot.
Oh God, nice. You guys have a good meal though. I mean, he is in heaven with all of the supplies that's on this wagon, and all of the herbs and the spices Yeah, he's actually made a pretty decent meal. You guys did some foraging, found some vegetables, some berries. He found a couple of rabbits, so he's making a rabbit stew for you guys. And he says, "Wow, I've never been able to cook like this. I sure am glad you guys offered me the job. How many others applied for it?"
There were many. You were the best.
Oh, he says, "I love you guys. Thanks for
They just
saving
didn't know
me."
it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for saving me. So you guys, go ahead and give me I want somebody to give me a D20 out open, and we'll see if you have any kind of encounter for tonight. You do not. So the night goes by. You have your watches. You have a great dinner. Gets everything cleaned up. And the next morning, you guys get your 8 hours of rest. So let me go ahead and give the long rest in the combat tracker. There you go. I'm going to get rid of all of these foes from the tracker as well. Wow, you guys are... you guys are good. You guys got a lot of experience. You guys got some loot. You got a really nice dagger. And the next, I'd say about middle afternoon or so, you guys make it back to Phandalin, and you guys are pulling into Phandalin. People are, they know who you are, of course, and they're all nodding their heads towards you and all that good stuff. So you guys are back. You have Gundren and Grandpa Sildar. They reunite. Gundren is also, he actually has a little stash there with a bunch of supplies that was on the cart that you guys brought to Barthen's at Barthen's Provisions. So he says to follow him over to Barthen's. He goes to Barthen's. He also gives you guys another 250 gold. There you go.
Nice.
So you guys get another 50 gold apiece. And he's going to give you a couple of random magic items, which are going to be cool. I'm going to give you 3 rolls. I'm going to give you 2 rolls on table A, 2 and 1 on B. So let's see. He also gives you a small little box of goodies. There is a scroll of detect good and evil. So that's in the sheet now. There you go. It's identified. You guys also found a scroll of a scroll of divine favor. There you go. And under the parchments, as you guys are looking in this box, is a rather unique looking piece of equipment, and this is what it looks like. It's a pair of goggles, and he pulls them out and he goes, "Oh yes, these were found by me some years ago, and they allow you to see in the dark." So
I could use those.
There are some goggles of night, and I will put the goggles of night into the party sheet. And Gundren tells you all about them. So whenever you wear these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. So if you already have dark vision, which he said this is what he used to use them for when he was, tromping through the mines with his brothers and all these caverns, it will actually extend your dark vision out, if you have it, another 60 feet. So, yeah. So there you go. Goggles of night. They're in the party sheet.
Actually, Devin, I think you're blind too, because you're human, right?
I'm actually quite satisfied with the dagger, so someone else that might need it.
Yeah, but then you could be stealthy and go way in front and save us from
Scout force, yeah.
Up to you guys. I will allow you guys to, you guys can do whatever you want with it. It's your stuff. You guys give it to anybody you want. But you guys make it back to Phandalin.
Yeah, Devin, it makes the most sense for you to take it. So, I don't need it. So,
if you really don't want it, I could double up on my dark vision.
whoever gets them is going to be the one that will go off into the dark and
Yeah,
scout.
I'm also really
Who
fast.
takes point?
That
Who
is
gets
true.
killed first? Who trips the
Yeah,
traps? That's the cost.
Exactly.
So even if I get caught, unless I spring a trap, I'm gonna be in and out.
Choice is up to you guys.
So I think the first thing we do when we get back to Phandalin is probably take Gundren to see Sildar.
Yep, they
And I can-
reunited. He gave you the extra gold too. You guys got another
yeah.
250 split up. Yep.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and take the scroll of divine favor or the scroll of detect evil and good. That's up my alley.
Sure. And there's healing potions in there too. So there's like
And I'll probably take a couple of these potions just to help me out. Guys,
Keep
you wanna
getting hurt
divvy
the
these up?
most.
and don't
Yeah, I'll
forget
hold on to the greater healing, the greater healing.
and don't forget guys that anybody can use scrolls now. I'm allowing any of you guys to use spells. Just remember it's a DC
Yeah,
10
the
intelligence.
divine favor helps
plus level.
helps weapon attack guys, so that's not me. So this actually, who uses a weapon? Not me. So someone else take that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the scroll of light, just because I may use that sometime, and then the divine favor. Can you do
I'll
that?
take it if nobody wants it.
Yeah, you got it.
That might be real good on a ranged attack. What about we got 3 potions of healing here, guys. I'm
took
carrying. I've got a couple, so
And I actually have one in my inventory.
I've got 2.
okay. Well, I'll take the other 2. I'm the healer, so no problem here.
Sounds good.
Nice.
Oh, well, never mind. It's a little bit too late for that.
The potion of climbing, Devin. This might be for you too, if you're doing point.
Okay.
And then we found these clothes. They're kind of ugly, so I don't want them.
We'll just put common ugly clothes.
Where did we find these?
This was in Glassstaff's a bug out bag.
Yeah, that was his bug out bag. That was his
Oh yeah,
disguise.
yeah. I have the top hat. That's right.
Yeah, the top hat.
Blue
Can
and
you,
red top hat.
can you describe how ugly these clothes are?
You can describe them to me. What do they look like? How ugly are they?
Well,
I will
the
definitely.
shirt is plaid with
plaid
a
shirts
butterfly
aren't too
collar.
bad. Plaid shirts aren't. What
Love
do you
it.
mean? I wear one of those from time to time. What do you think? Those are ugly, really?
Well, the pants are striped too, Dave. That's
Oh.
what really sets it off.
Are they
Horizontal
vertical or
striped
okay,
pants.
horizontal.
Horizontal
Yeah.
striped
Oh
pants.
God,
yeah.
that's horrible.
What the hell?
I held it up to Wim. Wim, this fit you.
So you
I
guys
might
have
take
a.
the plaid shirt.
I might take that. Drag and drop it, and you just write on their plaid or whatever it looks like, whatever you want it to look like. That's how ugly it is. So we got about 11 minutes left. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to do? I mean, you guys have a bunch of options open for you. Sildar does recommend that Gundren stay. So Sildar says, my friends, if you decide to move on to Wave Echo Cave, I would suggest keeping Gundren here. Gundren is in no shape to travel.
Do we have a location on Waybeco Cave now?
You sure do.
Oh yeah, we've got the map.
You do, yeah. Yeah, you got the map. So let me give you guys the Sword Coast map, which is right here. And the Wave Echo Cave is right here-ish in this area. It's in the foothills of the Sword Mountains.
Oh wow, pretty close.
Yes.
Well, so we're in the tavern or whatever, and we're all kind of trying to figure out what to do as we're dividing up this loot.
I'm gonna take a look.
And Yeah, we got turkey legs and everything. And
Yeah.
I'm still not. I just have broth. That's all I'm eating. But everyone else is eating well. Guys, I think maybe what we could do. I mean, there are a lot of other things that this town needs our help with. I would
I
really
agree.
like to get to Thunder Tree and see what's going there, because if there really is a dragon in Thunder Tree, that's pretty serious. We need to do something about that, and that'll take us a day or two, and then maybe Gundren will be well enough to travel and escort us to Waybuck Cave at that point, maybe. But I know it's pressing to get there to head off the Drow, but maybe if we delay a little bit, and Gundren will be able to travel with us.
Yes, I think that's a good idea too. I know that there's a druid there, and you remember RC. Everybody can.
Oh gosh, yes, I
But
remember
but,
that
but
freaking
his
kid.
mom, his mom had been kind of with
Yeah,
the
I think
guy.
they were knocking boots.
Right. So maybe she knows. Maybe he told her some things that might be helpful. We could go talk to her.
I don't want to talk to her. I don't want RC to know we're in town.
Oh, I see.
No. I mean, let's just go to Thunder Tree
Okay.
and just investigate. And we see the druid. Great. Hey, what's her name wants a booty call. And if we don't, it's
Right.
not a problem. And then that'll give us a
Okay,
couple
well,
days. And I think that's what we should do. What
Okay.
what about Wim? Devin? What Squall? What do you think?
I'm good with that. Yeah, Thunder Tree, and then what else we got to take care of? The Old Owl Well for
And there
the
was a
town. And,
banshee as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
I need to
definitely.
I need-
We need to do that too. But
do some
Works.
shopping before we head out of town, though.
The banshee, the orcs. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And if you don't want them to know that we're in town, maybe Sildar could get a little information from the woman and help us before we get there, and no one would have to know.
yeah, you just haven't met this kid, so you don't need. Oh, anyway, look, okay, whatever. If you guys want to go talk to her, I don't care. I'm gonna cast silence on that kid, though. I swear.
I mean, not us, but maybe Sildar could go in our stead.
Oh yeah, Grandpa might be able to do that for us.
Dave, I had a quick question. So
Sure.
I am part of the Emerald Enclave. Would I know anything about the Druid? Right off the Druid, would I have any knowledge of him at all? Through
Yeah.
either those or the Druid
Yeah, you should.
pipeline.
Yeah, you should have told me. You should have asked that
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah, actually, you do know of this druid, and yes, he is a member of the Emerald Enclave himself.
You know what, guys? This turkey leg reminded me of something. This Druid up at Thunder Tree, he's a member of the Emerald Enclave, and I have a pin. I stand up and flip up my my loincloth to show
Oh gosh, put that down.
what. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's an Emerald Enclave pin. I'm part of a club.
I'll trust you. I don't need to see it.
Okay.
That's his name. His name is
How did
Right
the-
Off.
How did the turkey leg remind you of that, Gladys? Like, really?
Well, every time the Emerald Enclave gets together, we always have turkey legs. It's just part of the thing that we have.
Okay, all right, that's
You
fine.
just wanted to show off your
Well,
skin
yeah.
pouch trick.
How does that pin stick there? I mean, what the hell? That's what Dragonbait wants to know.
Oh yeah, it's stuck to the inside of the flap, and the pin goes on the outside. Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
I
It
don't
catches every
know.
once in a while.
I don't
That's
know
why you
if
hear
I
me every once in a while.
this.
Oh.
Maybe you could put it on your suspenders or something, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
Just a
also
thought.
know.
Just a thought.
Just a thought. And don't forget, you guys know that, what's his name? The Black Spider? Remember, the Black Spider's on his way to Wave Echo Cave now. And Gundren was supposed to meet his brothers. So you guys have a pretty tough couple of choices.
Did we mark that on the map?
I put
I
put Wave Echo Cave on there for you. I put a pointer down there for you. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right at the base of the Sword Mountains.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So guys, you guys got some quite a bit of stuff to do. Wow.
Thunder Tree, then Wave Echo Cave. That's my vote.
I'll vote for
There's
that.
so much to do.
There is.
Yeah,
There's the old Owl Well.
do
There's
that.
Coneyberry. There's a bunch of locations.
By the time we get back, I'm sure Gundren will be ready to go there too.
Yeah, Gundren's
Or he'll
in
be
pretty
dead.
bad shape. Yeah, let's
he'll be
let's
dead.
see if he does recover. We'll have to do like some kind of Constitution check or something like that to see if he does recover. So, all right, guys. So it looks like you guys are off to Thunder Tree. Then it looks like you're going to be off to Wave Echo Cave. So, wow. Did you guys get enough experience to level up tonight?
No, we're about 1,000 away because we got level 3 last time.
Oh, well, why don't you guys go to level 4 now?
Whoa!
So you guys, congratulations! You guys can go ahead and go up to level 4, and yeah, I think you guys definitely deserve that. So you guys have done really well. So let's get you guys to level 4. The next amount of experience is going to be, so you guys will be at 2,700 experience right now, and for level 5 is going to be 6,500 experience. So 27 is what everybody's current experience is now. Next level is 6,500. And don't forget, you guys are now level 4. You guys get ability score improvements, or you can take a feat. Because I already let you guys take a feat at level 1. So you guys can take another feat or whatever you guys decide to do. So
Yeah, choices.
yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Well, I'll keep the game open for you guys for a little while. And thanks for playing tonight, guys. It was fun. It was super fun. And the next time I'll see you guys is in 2 weeks on the 26th. And we'll head to Thunder Tree Ruins. So thanks, everybody, for playing. It was fun.
Awesome game, yeah. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot.
a lot of fun.
Good time.
Good job.